Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Got a special guest here. But first, let's get a look at our weather. Brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew up there in Southport, taking care of everyday comfort needs. Talk about being comfortable, folks. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. Up to 87 today, low of 70. But check the water temperature at the end of the pier. When I gave it last, it was 79. This morning, 82. It hit one of those warm currents came through and hit that little thermometer there, knocked it up to 82 degrees. Our river readings brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. The Apalachicola Bluntstown reading of 8.5 this morning and beginning to drop out. They had a really good tournament this past weekend down at Howard Creek on the Big Brim. The Choctawhatchee at Caryville, 6.3, and both rivers are falling out pretty strong for the next couple of days. You have some falling water. If you want to get out there and do some catfishing or just ride that kayak down the rivers, where it's falling out, it's going to flow a little bit faster. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at good tide this week. The high tide is this morning at 10:43 and a low tonight at about 10:09. Really nice tide coming in. The wind direction, not bad now, east, southeast at about 8. All right, we're going to take a break and be back with our special guest. Hey, welcome back, and look who's here, Brad.
Good morning, Coach.
Brad, he forgot everything this morning, so he's not going to show you any product.
I forgot everything but my smiling face. Wait, I forgot that too.
Well, that's good too. This is a big deal. We've been talking about this for a while now. This is we can't figure it out. It's either happy birthday for Sunjammers or happy anniversary. Tell us about it.
We don't know. So 23 years ago today, we opened Sunjammers on the west end of 1 mile west of Highway 79 at 17644 Front Beach Road. We're still not there. It's now a parking garage like most little places on the Front Beach Road.
Yeah.
But, I had this hankering to sell sailboats. Mm-hmm. And, you rewind to February, my parents were at the Miami Boat Show. And my dad was a Hobie dealer here with the Hunleys 30 years prior to the shop opening. Mm-hmm. So he knew the people at the Hobie booth because the same people were still there. Ironically, those people just retired this year. And so he went in and started talking. He said, hey, my son's thinking about doing this. And, here we are. So we started off with sailboats. We did our sailboat order. It's what we wanted. Mm-hmm. And they said, all right, you're approved, but you have to sell these things called kayaks. And we literally said, what do we want to sell those for? We don't want to sell those. And they said, well, you have to. And I was thinking, man, if they're making you buy something, they're just trying to get rid of them. Like they all right, nobody else can buy these things. So for you to get what you want, you got to buy the expired milk as well. And well, we did it, and I was like, we can rent them. We had beach services going on, a couple years prior to starting Sunjammers. I ran beach services behind the Island Winds condominiums, which was across the street from where we were. We were a sailboat rental stand. We had 6 or 8 of them. We went all around. My father and I, newspaper classifieds. It was pre-Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Mm-hmm. And we'd buy old Hobie boats. We'd order parts offline from Murray's Marine because nobody else was doing it. I say online, sorry. We ordered them out of the catalog.
That's right, catalog.
Out of the catalog, yeah. And they sent them to us. And, we restored old Hobie 16s and Sunfish sailboats, and that's what I rented. And, then it got us into where we are today.
And getting back to sailboats, those Sunfish sailboats were so popular. We had one. They were just a lot of fun.
So our neighbors, the neighbors where we live on the bay, it's their weekend home. Mm-hmm. They're from Dothan area, and they came down this weekend. Last week it was Memorial Day weekend. My dad was sitting on the end of his dock listening to the music coming from Papa Joe's, and they were sailing their old Sunfish back and forth. And he was like, man, there's something magical about this moment. I think he was having flashbacks.
Yeah, because that's exactly what he was in the day. I didn't know they forced you to sort of sell that first kayak. That's interesting.
We did not, I had no interest in kayaks, never been in a kayak, and, and they made us buy them. And then they said, oh, and there's one more thing. But they got these weird little pedal things in them. And we were like, how many of those do we have to buy? Because we don't know how we're going to get rid of this. And now those with those funny little pedal things in it are 90% of our kayak business.
Isn't that amazing? But it goes to show you that company had done enough research and development. They knew what was coming and what was going to be popular.
They knew if they could just get their product in the front of as many eyes as possible, that it would catch on and it would sell. They believed in their product, and now I believe in their product. Whatever they make, I'm like, just send me all you can.
Wow, and you've been there 23 years, your business 23 years.
Yep, 23 years in Bay County.
And what I love about this, this is here how it started, you know. Just he got it going, and you know, business, a local business, owned by local folks, run by local folks, and selling a great product. And it's a simple. It sounds simple, don't it?
Oh, it's super simple. You should really try it, and I really think you should. I think everybody should own a home, and I think everybody should own their own business.
I've been by the shops at times. Sometimes they just been shaking his head. I don't know what they're doing. But your ability to adapt, seriously, over the years. I'm not trying to give you a big head or anything. But
come on, give it to me. I like it. I like a big head.
I'm serious, to adapt to different things and the clothing and everything. And you even sold books in it at one time.
It's you know, we sell everything from kayaks to hot sauce. We don't have hot sauce back, but we we do have hot sauce back. I see. So we have such a good crew right now. We do things that I don't even realize. People are like, hey, y'all did that. I'm like, we did that. We donated to that. That's fantastic. So I would not be 23 years later telling these stories if it wasn't for the people of Bay County relentlessly supporting us. You know, y'all almost want us to succeed more than we want ourselves to succeed, and an amazing crew around me. I'm just had the pleasure of being the front man for it, but it's the people behind doing the day-to-day work, the behind-the-scenes work that allow me to come out and go, hey, look, we've been successful for 23 years. Not that we've been successful all 23 years, but you know, we're proud of where we've come.
You know, your biggest challenge, I know, all the biggest challenge, everyone was going through the pandemic.
Pandemic was easy for us.
Was it really?
It was really easy for us. Everybody wanted kayaks and paddleboards.
I didn't know about that.
I mean, the pandemic was a blessing for us. If we had it in stock, it sold. So some of those old things that we were kept tired of moving around the warehouse, hoping somebody'd call. You know, when it's all you have left and you want to get on the water, here you go. I mean, the kayak industry exploded, and so did the paddleboard industry during COVID, because it was outdoors and you were socially distanced.
That's interesting. Okay, hey, we're going to take a quick break and come back with Brad. All right, welcome back. What a morning spending with Sunjammer's 23rd anniversary is today.
Today.
We got to ask y'all.
We open at 10 a.m.
Should we say anniversary or birthday?
I don't know, but I want y'all to come through our doors today and tell us if you think that we should be having a happy birthday party or a happy anniversary party.
Yeah. Like anniversary, like with a couple, but it could be you and Sunjammers as a couple.
Maybe it's mine and Sunjammers. I don't know. I'm not the smartest person y'all are going to watch on television today, so come to the store, and I still won't be the smartest person you've talked to, but I really want to know your opinion on this.
I'm not going to make a comment on that. Hey, take a look at this picture. This is how Sunjammers looks today. This is cool. Tell us what all you did. You took the ceiling out way back.
Yeah, so we've been in this location 7, 8, 9 years. This is our Beck Avenue location, which is our only location right now. And when we got in the building, I like old things, so I just started taking the layers off. You know, this was the original Rexall drugstore in the pharmacy. Built back, make up a date is, it's early building in St. Andrews.
Yeah.
And they tried to make everything look modern. That building had drop ceilings, fluorescent lighting, peel and stick floor, plaster on the walls. They were trying to make it look modern. Everybody tried to make their old buildings look modern in the 50s and 60s. So what we did is we spent almost a year just peeling back the layers of the onions, and we'd go, all right, we're going this far. And then we kind of catch a glimpse, and then we finally made the call. Take everything out of the building that won't cause the ceiling to fall, every piece of electrical, every pice of plumbing. Let's strip it all down, and then then we'll have a clean slate. And as you can tell, we didn't put a whole lot back.
It looks really good, and it's very comfortable. You walk in, just sort of feel at home, when you walk in the door. Front door or back door?
Front door or back door, that's it.
Well, one thing, I've gotten 3 or 4 pairs of sunglasses over the years from you. So what's your sunglasses situation now? What we got?
We are growing sunglasses exponentially. In fact, that picture you just saw, we have 2 new brands. I'm not going to tell you what they are yet. They're secure. They're for coming. I've already paid for them, but we're going to wait till they actually get here to tell you who they are. that was a picture I sent to that company, you know, one of many of kind of our stores. But sunglasses is something I made a commitment to the beginning of this year that we were going to grow. Mm-hmm. We're known in Panama City, Bay County, even Northwest Florida for the place to go for kayaks. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And we quickly were kind of, Panama City, we're the place you go for flip-flops. And I wanted to be the place you go for sunglasses. Mm-hmm. So we have Gooder sunglasses. They're the best $25 sunglasses you can buy. They're polarized. They don't last forever, especially in our salty sunscreen environment, but they're a fantastic backup pair of sunglasses. We have a brand called Blender. They're a little bit priced higher than Gooder. Those are kind of our fashion. I'll buy 2 pair. I'm gonna buy one because it's funny and I'm going somewhere. And then on our polarized side, we have SunCloud, which makes really good sunglasses. Hobie Polarized, Costa Del Mar, Bahio sunglasses, Smith Optics, and then our premium brand is Maui Jim. Yeah. The Maui Jim sunglasses are so incredibly clear, and I don't have any right now, but we're working hard with Maui Jim. We're picking their fishing frames, their most popular fishing frames, and then we're adding readers in the bottom of them. So, and Maui Jim has really good readers. I mean, you can still see the line when you look down at the readers, but they're positioned a little farther down than most of them. Okay. So, you know, if you're wanting to read a book through the day, probably these are not the ones that we're working with Maui Jim on to get. But if you're just needing to tie a knot, something way down here every once in a while, they're perfect for that, but it doesn't mess up 90% of your field of vision. Okay,
I may come by today during birthday. I'm gonna get a pair of those. That's interesting on the development. These little readers, we've talked about them on the show. I recommend them for all fishermen, especially as you get on up in the years. When you get like over 40, when you're trying.
Wait, I just turned 40. Am I going to start needing these? So right now I don't, but
can you tie the knot? Okay.
I can tie the knot.
Okay.
So it was I thought it was 50 was the magic age. Is it 40? Great.
Well, you know, the new 70 is 70 is the new 50 or whatever.
Yes.
So, but anyway, seriously, those readers, they're amazing as far as. But now they bring them down a little bit lower.
Yeah, the Maui's, these seem to be a little lower. You know, so if you've worn a bunch of reader glasses, I would love for you to come by and just try them on, even if you're not in the market for sunglasses, and let me know, because I've never, newsflash, never worn a lot of readers in my life. So when I put them on, I do see they're a little lower than some of the other ones, but you know, we learn from our customers. You know, I take what the sales reps say with a grain of salt. Yep. As the people that come in that wear these glasses day after day after day after day, they're like, yeah, but that low's good, but we really need them up. You know, then I work with the manufacturers on changing things.
Forget about the kayaks. As far as the kayaks, the development and all, the pedals are still the big. I mean, they are awesome.
Yep. The Hobie Mirage Drive's the pedal to have for our market. We have sold every major kayak brand that's made in the USA, except one, I believe, over the 23 years. We've narrowed it down to the 3 manufacturers we feel offer the best value for Bay County. It's the Hobie, #1 selling kayak in the country. I just made that up, but I feel pretty confident. I'm pretty close there. Sure. And then Eddie Line, which if you've seen me out personally or on top of my truck, there's always a big yellow kayak up there. It's a sit-inside boat. I paddled way north Deer Point, launched it. I call it Cherokee Landing. I don't know what it's called. Yeah. And I paddled up, saw gator. It was great. So I'm getting into more of that recreational paddling in a sit-inside boat. I have personally taken a liking to it.
Well, what great exercise.
Oh man, it's fantastic. Yeah. It's so fun. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful. And then a brand called Crescent Kayaks. We're just about out of them for the year already. They're made, they're finished up in Carrollton, Georgia, which is right outside of Atlanta. And super small company. I text the owner of the company regularly. And, you know, it's just,
oh, cool.
So one thing, all these kayak companies are way smaller than you think they are. You know, I text the Crescent guy. We've become friends over the years. But I consistently have phone conversations with the owners of Hobie, with the owner of Eddie Line. So these top people, they're not unobtainable. They're not such a large company that there's so many layers you can never reach the top. I could pull up my phone right now, probably text the owner of Hobie, and within an hour or so have a phone call or a return text.
Wow. Now, is that not great in America, have a small business owner being able to talk to the top of the people, top line people?
It's just...
that shows how much they care.
They genuinely care about the product they're putting out there and the experience people are having on them.
I love stories like this, and especially how it affects us local and all. And now Brad, he's not just sitting around not doing anything. He's got a little kayak tournament. We're going to talk about that. We're going to take a break, come back. You got this little kayak
We
fishing.
do. And then we have a brand new segment of the company that I was going to wait and launch on our birthday, but I was too excited. We launched it last Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll talk about it when we get back.
Okay, let's take our final break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back with Brad Stevens, Sunjammers. Before we get back to him, let's take a look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe. Our time today, 1:07 to 3:07 this morning, but right after lunch, 1:32 to 3:32. It'll be a good time to be sitting on a kayak and casting out there, catching redfish big as a kayak. It'd be simple as that. I'm so impressed with Brad just keeping things moving and changing things around, and being a good businessman, but also he has this love and appreciation of nature itself, and so he's always trying to get folks out into it, and he's got a little monthly tournament going. So tell us about this. Is cool.
So the kayak tournament scene has exploded the last 5, 6, 8 years across the country, specifically with bass fishing. So we kind of took the rules for bass fishing and we tweaked them a little bit for kayak tournaments, redfish tournaments. And we started off right here in Panama City. We're going to grow them. We've already talked with the boys in Pensacola and Tallahassee because they're fierce supporters of us as well. Those are two huge markets for us. But we wanted to start right here in our backyard because we love Panama City and Bay County. So we wanted to start everything right here and then grow it. So they're online tournaments. I know there's a learning curve to starting to do these tournaments, and but they're super easy once you kind of get the knack of it. You're going to fail a lot. You're going to have a lot of fish disqualified, we could look and go, you didn't lie, but you didn't do it quite right. Because I am a stickler when it comes to rules. And so you catch a fish, you take a picture of it, you put it on a catch board, which is there's a specific name brand of a catch board. There's a specific board you have to use. Some people think we use this board just because we sell it. That's not true. This is the industry standard for the board. All your kayak tournaments across the country are using, all your big ones are using this, and we're wanting to train people so they can go do these big ones. They're used to using the right equipment. And you take a picture of it, you upload it through the app, we judge it. Yes, it's a 26.5-inch redfish, 3 redfish, 5 redfish max, depending on how we set up the tournament. Total inches wins.
Inches, okay.
And then you let the fish go. Okay,
here's the results from this past weekend. There you go, Brad. Let's see, first place John Damon and all. And let me see. I want to show you
That's the total
Josh.
Inches. So this was their 2 fish.
So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they can fish for 3 days.
Yep. Well, no. So this particular one, it was 3 days. You had to pick the day you were fishing.
I see.
Because if you can only fish Sunday, you're almost at a disadvantage of somebody that can fish Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we did a 3-day tournament, and then when you register, you pick your day.
Okay. On the far right is the total number.
That's their 2 fish total if they caught 2 fish. But our cap was 27 inches.
That's pretty close. Look at how close it is. Wow, that is cool. And there's a picture right here.
Yeah,
awesome.
That's Josh. He's one of our Sunjammers team members that won it. He fishes out of a Crescent Kayak. He always likes to say he beat the Hobie boys if he beats them, and he did this event. And it's just fun, laid back. Some people take it way too serious. Some people don't take it serious enough. But it's something we're wanting to do. Yeah. And Hobie runs the Hobie Bass Open Series. They come to Lake Eufaula. I mean, you're fishing for like $10,000 and $15,000 in these events. So we gave away $680, $670 from this, and it's all entry fees. We take nothing out. In fact, Sunjammers loses money every event we run based on fees for everything. But it's fun because we're growing an industry.
Now, I'm sorry.
We're running out of time, so I teased y'all with a new product. We're selling e-bikes, electric bikes. We have the beach cruisers in stock now, electric beach cruisers. They're the pedal assist, and they also have the throttle on it. Then we kind of have their mountain bike series, so if you're going out to the conservation park, the 1st of July, we're going to have their little bit upgraded mountain bike series. Hunters are using these to get in remote places of the woods to hunt. I'm not a hunter, so I can't tell you how they're doing it, but just Google hunting on e-bikes.
Yes.
And we have an e-bike that is very suitable for that should be here end of June, 1st of July.
We could really get back into nature and all. And especially, so you can pedal, and then is it size motor is it just kicks in? And
Yeah, so there's a motor in the hub. We have the hub driven, so you can pedal it without the motor. So if your battery dies, you can still pedal your, I almost said kayak, pedal your bicycle back. Where some of them, if the battery dies, every time you pedal, you're turning that motor. This one has some technology in it where you can pedal without the motor being used. So it's full throttle. It's a pedal assist or traditional bicycle. Company called Fission. They're a new company on the market, but everything in this e-bike world's kind of a new company on the market.
Yeah.
So we would love for you to come in and take a look at them. We have them quite a bit of inventory right now. And we're excited about this new segment. We've always wanted to do bicycles. The timing's never been right. Now, honestly, I think we're just going to do e-bikes, and I'll tell you why when you come in the store and talk to me about it.
Okay, and you've already got them down there, though.
They're in stock. Yeah. We've already been cruising around St. Andrews.
Oh, cool. And, I think man's lifelong pursuit is to go areas that you've never been in before, and that could be a big aid in it.
Oh, absolutely.
And that would be cool. So you got kayak sunglasses, you got clothing, and then you got e-bike.
And hot sauce.
Oh, yeah, the hot sauce.
Don't forget the hot sauce.
And the Salty Swagger shirts, you sure?
Yep, and we still do. We're low on Salty Swagger shirts now, but that's Jamie and I, it's one of our companies that we own is Salty Swagger, and we're super low on inventory. We've just been going 100 miles an hour, and I don't have enough irons to stoke all the fires.
Well, you just finished up Memorial Day weekend with the kids and all, and y'all had a lot of good times.
We had a blast. In fact, I forgot today was the air day because I was just running.
You usually bring all kind of products.
I do, and my wife said, "Hey, what are you doing today?" And I told her, she said, "Well, you realize that's today?" And I'm like, "I'm walking out the door right now."
Well, again, happy anniversary or happy birthday.
Thank you.
We're proud of you and the effort. I know it's sort of a family effort too. You guys are a very supportive family.
My mom and dad are, they're rock stars, and they relentlessly support me, and and so do you with this show. And without this show, I don't think we'd be where we are today.
Well, no, we just you just do such a great job, and we have loyal viewers who appreciate you too. Thank y'all so much for watching Panhandle Outdoors. Run by and see Brad now and tell him it's his birthday or anniversary or whatever.
I'm actually working today.
Okay, have a great day. Do something good today for a fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.